Hey, I'm always messing with my hair as soon as my camera goes on. Anyway, it's Coach Pam from Coach Pam Fitness, here to help you fit in 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day as per the new recommendations to live a healthy, happy, long life. So, piggybacking off 2 days ago live video and the blog I posted yesterday, this is about some produce to eat now that summer is in full swing. I'm sorry about the lawnmower. I came out here to do this live video because I have kids in my house and people started cutting their grass. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I'm piggybacking off my live from the other day about the new recommendations for getting 10 servings of fruits and vegetables in a day instead of just 5. And while 5 is fantastic and super good for your health, 10 is obviously the more you eat is better. So July starts the beginning of the peak harvest from summer till fall of fruits and vegetables. So now is the time to head to your local farmer's market, your local produce stand, and get the very best quality organic produce that you can. And because it's in season and what you buy is in season, it's going to be a lot less expensive than, say, buying apples right now at the grocery store, or what else is a fruit and vegetable that's not in season? I think spaghetti squash isn't in season, things like that. Now is the time to stock up on your veggies. You can also freeze them. You can buy an abundance of veggies. Called parboiling? You can semi-cook them and then lay them flat on a sheet pan and freeze them, and they'll have just as much punch in the winter as what you have right now. Or if you're a canner, now is the time to start canning local produce. So anyway, since it is now peak season to get in tons of fruits and vegetables, here are just a few of what is actually in season and super good for you. Cucumbers. Those of you who grow cucumbers and zucchini, this is where they're going to start proliferating in your garden. Why do you want to eat cucumbers? Well, cucumbers are high in fiber and water, so you get hydration from them and fiber from them. So that contributes to a healthy gut and healthy digestion. You all know I'm big on healthy guts and healing your gut. They are actually a gourd similar to watermelon and pumpkins, and they're loaded with B vitamins, which when you're deficient in B vitamins, your anxiety goes a little higher. So B vitamins are super important to reduce your anxiety and stress. So cucumbers are an excellent source of that. There are so many different ways of eating cucumbers besides just throwing them in your salad. I like to, when I am reducing my carbs, I like to make a sandwich out of them with like turkey and cheese and just use cucumber slices, coins as the bread. It's super delicious. You can make a relish out of them and serve them over grilled meats. You can put them in a blender with some mint and a tiny little bit of stevia and blend them with some water and strain it, and it's a refreshing cucumber drink. You can add cucumbers to your water to help you drink water. So many different ways to eat cucumber than just putting it in a salad. Then there is always the green bean. You'll see those in farmers markets and produce stands and in the grocery stores in bulk, and you can pick your own. They are in season now, and they taste so much better now than if you try to buy fresh green beans in the grocery store in the winter. July is the beginning of the green bean season in most of the US and actually in Europe also. They have a clean, kind of grassy flavor. I like to eat them raw when they're fresh. I used to go to my parents' garden and just pick them and eat them raw. A half a cup of green beans contains 2 grams of fiber, and there's only 10 calories. So adding green beans, you can steam them till they're crisp tender, and then store them in your refrigerator. Have them with hummus, drizzle them with a little olive oil and eat them cold. Add them to salads. You can, I like to saute them in a skillet with a little bit of butter and lemon olive oil, and they just take on the flavor of any sauce you put them on. I also just did this on Monday. I grilled them I steamed them for a little bit, and then I put them in a big pan, grill pan with zucchini and summer squash, and drizzled them with some olive oil, lemon olive oil, and put them on the grill, and they got a great smoky grilled taste. So good. You can put them in pasta salads. Use your imagination to get in all your vegetables, because there's so much more that you can do with a vegetable than just eating green beans plain that you cooked on the stove, or just eating cucumbers in a salad. Be creative. Now that it's produce season is the perfect time to try different ways of eating it, and then you will incorporate them more and more into your diet. And what happens when you eat when you eat 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day? Surprise, your tummy is full from all the fiber, and you start losing weight, and you become healthier, and your health and fitness journey is off to a roaring start. All right, let's see, what else? Sweet corn, corn on the cob, however you call it here in the mid-Atlantic states. Well, I'm from Ohio, we call it sweet corn. Corn on the cob, in season, deliciousness. Some people give corn a bad rap that it's full of starch, but here's the thing about corn on the cob, and I love it, and I don't exclude it from my diet because corn on the cob is so delicious. Corn, when it's on the stalk, is pure sugar. Once it's picked, it starts converting into a starch. So you need to really get corn on the cob directly from your farmer's market, directly from a farmer who grows it, because then you know that it's picked at its absolute peak. Here's a little tip on how I test to make sure corn is not too tough, because sometimes, you get old corn on the cob, it gets a little tough. I peel back just a teeny tiny, I didn't get to the farmer's market today, but I peel back just a teeny tiny bit of the cob, or I lost it. The silk, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I'm miming for you. I'm doing Pictionary or whatever. But anyway, and then I just kind of take one kernel and I stick my thumbnail in it, and if it pops right away, it's fresh and I buy it. If it doesn't pop, if it takes a lot more force to pop that kernel, it's old and I don't buy it anymore. I don't know if that's politically correct to do, but that's just how I find it, because there is nothing worse than than biting into what you think is a delicious corn on the cob and it's tough and chewy. Let's see. So corn kernels are loaded with lutein and another phytochemical that I can't pronounce, but that promotes healthy vision, which is super important, especially in my family, because we have a history of macular degeneration. Half a cup of corn is only 30 calories. So stop giving corn a bad rap. It's good for you. It's also high in vitamins B1, B5, vitamin C, phosphorus, manganese, folate, and tons of fiber. There's like 5 grams of fiber in just a half a cup of corn. So I just recently had corn that was grilled. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. I don't like mayonnaise, but one of my friends swears by coating the corn with just a little bit of mayonnaise and sprinkling it with some sesame seeds or even a splash of soy sauce and grilling it. She swears it's good. If you don't want to grill it, then I used to cook mine in the microwave, but I saw on oh my gosh, my brain is fried. I saw on America's Test Kitchen, the best way to cook corn is you gently boil a huge pot of water, and you put the corn in and you cook it for 10 minutes, and 10 minutes only I think you turn the heat off. 10 minutes, it was the most delicious corn I've ever had. Anyway, cut off the corn after you cook it, cut it off the cob, You can put it in salads, in salsas. I cut extra corn off the cob and freeze it, and it makes the most delicious chicken corn chowder in the winter months. So good. There's all kinds of salads. Like I said, use your imagination on eating these fresh fruits and vegetables so that you can get your daily intake in. It makes it so much easier when you have a salad that's brimming with all these vegetables to get your daily dose. Tomatoes, obviously, tomatoes are in season now, and this is the time to eat them. They are so flavorful and delicious. It's technically a fruit, okay? Technically a fruit. But anyway, they are delicious, and now there's all these heirloom varieties that are less acidic and different types of cherry tomatoes, and I like the little yellow teardrop tomatoes. I forget what they're called because I'm having a brain freeze today. But tomatoes contain all 4 of the major carotenoids: alpha and beta carotene, lutein, lipocene, and each of those protect against chronic illness. Each has individual benefits, but when they are all combined together, that is a cup of health right there. We love them just sliced, thick slices, layered with mozzarella, fresh basil from my garden, drizzled with a little olive oil, lemon olive oil. That's my favorite thing right now. Lemon olive oil is my jam. But there's so many. We grill them and sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on. We grill them and sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on. There's just so many different ways that you can eat tomatoes aside from putting them in a salad. You can make gazpacho. You can add them with cucumbers and a splash of vinegar for a little salad. You can use that as the base for Eggs Benedict instead of the English muffin if you're going carb free. So many different ways to eat tomatoes. And what is the summer without watermelon, right? Watermelon is full of water, obviously, fiber. It's only 50 calories for 1 cup of watermelon. It's 90% water, so you're getting tons of hydration, especially if you're outside. Like today, it's like 95 degrees here in Maryland with, I'm thinking it's 120 degrees, 20% humidity the way it feels. But watermelon, what's not to love about watermelon? People give watermelon a bad rap because they say it's high in sugar, but it is also full of nutrients. It's vitamin A, B6, vitamin C, lipocene like the tomato, and lots of antioxidants and amino acids. And it has potassium in it, which if you're sweating and outside and you're sweating out some potassium, so you need to eat it. Watermelon is not just eat plain. You can turn it into agua fresca. I have a recipe on my blog for a watermelon agua fresca. So delicious. You can always turn it into a watermelon margarita, but you can make it into a caprese salad. You can mix it with tomatoes and mozzarella. You can mix it with spinach and feta. It doesn't have to be sweet. You can turn it into a savory. You can even grill watermelon and drizzle it with a little balsamic vinegar, and it's really good, and it's sort of a sweet savory dish. It doesn't have to just be just eating plains. Be creative in your vegetables and fruit so that you don't get bored, because you can get bored very easily eating fruits and vegetables. Be creative, try new ways to prepare it so that you have an easier time getting those 10 servings of fruits and vegetables. And there is a slew more fruits and vegetables coming into season. Peaches, blueberries, patty pan squash, which I still haven't quite figured out how to cook a patty pan squash. So if any of you know how to do it, have a recipe, let me know. I would love to try it. Peppers, green, red, yellow. They're all the same, just the different colors are based on the maturity of the pepper. I have peppers growing in my garden right now. There's a bunch of them. They're still green. Hopefully they'll turn yellow and red soon. But there's just a slew of fruits and vegetables coming into harvest in the right now and in the next few months that will help you eat healthier and get in those 10 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And be creative. If you have a recipe that uses a seasonal fruit creatively, please let me know. I would love to try it. Anyway, look out for the blog that is going to accompany this live video. And as always, I would love your input, your comments, your questions, because that only helps to make me better, and it helps to share in our community, because I hope that this community that I strive to grow is one that is sharing, caring, and giving. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic Thursday, and we'll catch you on the next side.